Welcome. Crystal Cruises' Camille Bailey invites you to experience luxury at sea like never before. From exquisite dining to world-class service and breathtaking destinations, this luxurious cruise line turns every moment into an unforgettable journey. Let's set sail.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We're here today with Camille Bailey. She's our regional sales director for Crystal Cruises. And guess what? She has some up to this very minute news about what's happening with Crystal. So even I don't know what she's going to be, some of the things she's going to be talking about. But sure enough, she's going to explain it as best she can. Go ahead, Camille, take it away.
Hi, Ted. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure spending time with you. You are a valued and trusted advisor. And so we really thank you and Shelley for your partnership and all the amazing things you do to support our Crystal clients. So thank you. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope that everyone will have a great season and we get to start the new year with some great Crystal news and excitement. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some of our updates and share some of the things that make our brand legacy in luxury. And I look forward to seeing you at the end, Ted. So thank you again for having me. I'm so excited to tell you about Crystal 2.0 and what makes Crystal exceptional at sea. So Crystal for the last 35 years has been synonymous with exceptional at sea. And, coming back in the last 3 years under our new leadership, Abercrombie and Kent, under the A&K Travel Group, we couldn't be more excited to share the fact that we've kept everything that made Crystal exceptional and we've just enhanced it. And part of that enhancement is our partnership with A&K and allowing us to have the continuity of exceptional at sea and now exceptional on land, being supported with our overland programs with A&K. So I do want to share just a quick video to bring it all together and to show you our beautiful ship and what our crew says about our ship and also what our guests say. So
we're starting again. You want to scream to the world that we're back in business. We're here. Come on, we're waiting for you.
Coming back on board the ship just now and seeing the crew, everybody was crying.
It's the crew that creates the soul of the ship.
We recognize them, they recognize us. It's a wonderful bond, a wonderful bond.
There's such a loyalty from past guests and from our crew members to these guests. It's like coming back to the family. The old Crystal is here with new enhancements, and I can say a better Crystal. Accommodation now, fabulous.
They've literally cleared out whole decks of cabins and made them larger.
We will have the largest amount of space per guest in the industry.
You could see the attention to detail, whether it's the bathroom, the shower, the flooring. Very impressive.
Most important thing is service. Outstanding, exceptional service.
The most amazing thing is they've really kept the commitment on the crew, even though they've reduced the number of passengers by 30%. So now you're talking about almost 1-to-1.
I always kid with people, the crew knows more about me than I sometimes know about myself.
The combination of merge of Crystal and A&K, and I think will produce the best to us. I think the result will be outstanding.
It's just adding another luxury element to the toolbox that Crystal has.
I was so happy that this beautiful vessel had been resurrected like a phoenix from the ashes. It's a feeling you can't describe.
I want my Crystal. It's part of my happy place. No one else gives you what Crystal can give you.
Anyone who's been on Crystal, they know what the Crystal feel is. It's home. It's really home.
I really never get tired of seeing that video. I have such a sense of pride watching that video, having had the crystal experience myself, being crystallized in September of 2024. And so, as Ted mentioned, huge news for Crystal. We are having our first new build enter our fleet in the last 25 years. This is our first new build. So, I mean, we are elated to welcome the Crystal Grace. We take delivery of her in May of 2028. Her inaugural voyage is going to be June 11th. And then we've also confirmed that she will be hosting our 2029 World Cruise. So we are so excited. And just today, minutes before we started this call, so I wasn't able to get them into the video, we have shared renderings of our new suites and new designs. So please reach out to Ted and Shelley so that they can walk you through that and really show you what's to come. Later this year, we will announce the date when you're able to start booking the Crystal Grace. So I look forward to seeing you on Crystal Grace. I'm Ted. I'm sure we'll see each other there. I look forward to all the festivities as we welcome her. But I don't want to not talk about her two sisters who have paved the way for her, our Crystal Symphony and our Crystal Serenity. As mentioned in our 2023 redesign of these two elegant ships, we reduced the capacity on both ships by 30%. So now the Crystal Symphony comfortably holds 606 guests and the Crystal Serenity 740. So though we welcome the Grace in 2028, we will welcome two other ocean-going ships in 2030 and then in 2032. And so they will all be in the same class or family of ship. So it will be a guest capacity of 690. And we are going to maintain our nearly one staff member per guest ratio. So really living up to the Crystal standard and the Crystal difference in service. What will change on our three new ships is there will be all suite accommodations with private verandas. So today on our on our Crystal Symphony and Serenity, we do have ocean view guest rooms that are available. On our new ships, we will be starting at the veranda suite category. The other incredible thing is whether you are in an ocean view guest room or in our top suite, the Crystal Penthouse, we have butler service in all categories. So the level of service continues regardless of the category that you're berthed in. And one of the things that also makes Crystal extremely unique is that we have such a high level of loyalty, which is why I think the Crystal Grace is such an amazing name, because we've been supported by valuable travel partners like Ted throughout our journey. And so one thing we heard was our promenade deck is such a standout. We are the only ones in the cruise industry left with a promenade deck that goes the entire perimeter of the ship with no furniture. So it is somewhere where you often see friends, couples having a morning walk. You'll find me there in the afternoon with a glass of champagne watching the sunset. So it's one of our beautiful features, and we have, based on the valued feedback of our clients and travel partners, we are maintaining that on our three future vessels. So excited about that. And then there's more. Our Crystal Symphony recently went through an additional refurbishment. Just really, we needed to go in and do some technical things to make sure that the ship is up to standard and that we are delivering the safety that we promise all of our guests that we will. And while we put her in for that, we decided we'd sneak some aesthetic upgrades on there and get her looking even more refreshed. So the main changes were to our atrium area, which you can see in the upper left-hand corner, our guest relations area in the upper right, and then our future cruise area in the lower portion of the screen. And just this morning, we got actual pictures from the dry dock. So these were the renderings. And then here she actually is. So you see, we did our aquamarine veranda suites. We took the classic design and we brought them up to the 2023 redesign. We went with very light, eerie, contemporary colors. So as you see, it's just opened up the ship tremendously. When I saw the Crystal Cove bar, it made me think I was, on Miami Beach at a speakeasy. It's gorgeous. We did have a standout water feature in our atrium area. And as you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it's now a bronze map of the world. And so really what we believe are elegant touches that have made quite a difference. And so now our symphony is back in service with her beautiful upgrades. And our Crystal Serenity will go through a similar upgrade in 2026 around September, October. So let's talk about the Crystal difference. Coming back, we really wanted to be thoughtful in what our pillars were. And so our leadership team did an incredible job of thinking about what makes Crystal different. And so we came up with our 4 pillars, which are enriching experiences, as I spoke to the fact that we have this great partnership with A&K, Abercrombie and Kent, that allows us to do our pre and post hotels and overland tours. All are operated 100% by A&K now, so that continuity of exceptional service. Also, our destination experiences. Right now, we're at about 16% of them being hosted through A&K, and aspirationally we're trying to get to over 50%. So great things coming there. We say when you're on board you are perfectly at home, which is why we welcome you home when you board the ship. Our thoughtfulness in removing the capacity to make our guest spaces larger, really bringing the design in a place that allows you to feel that warm welcome, that warmth of being home, partnered with our incredible service. Our crew is really, everyone, the crew of every ship is the soul of the ship, but for Crystal, they are literally our DNA. For a 35-year-old company, the average tenure is about 20 years, and we have 90% of our crew back. So, I can tell you from my own personal experience, being on board is inspiring. The level of service and the level of comfort that you feel on board Crystal is bar none the best in the industry. So I'm always proud to represent Crystal. And world-class dining. I am a self-professed foodie. So I loved to be able to go on board and experience the only Nobu at sea, Umi Uma. And I thought, okay, well, I'm sure they'll have like the top 5 popular dishes at Nobu, but we have the full menu, and it's quite remarkable, all included in your cruise fare. We also have Michelin star inspired menus, and even in our waterside dining venue, we have a 21-day rotation so our guests that are doing longer itineraries are able to be on board and enjoy 21 days without the menu repeating. So that for me is a big thing, because I love to try new things. And for me, what I would say is our unsung hero is our outstanding entertainment. When I went on board, I had no idea that a small ship could house such big entertainment. We have 2 shows every evening. We have Avenue Saloon, which is it is a personal favorite. I've been rumored to be in there until pretty late hours singing along, even though I may not have the best voice. I have the best time just enjoying myself with everyone else on board. And we have great wellness programs. Our white party people look forward to it on every single voyage. And we have great live music. One of my favorite things to do is have afternoon tea in Palm Court. while our violinist is playing popular music, but in a classical style. So something for everyone on board. And we are an ultra all-inclusive. So we say you receive a welcome bottle of champagne, but I say it's really, that is replenished upon consumption. So that welcome bottle could turn into a welcome 7 bottles if you do a daily pour, or have your friends or new friends that you meet on board in suite. We do, as I mentioned, have butler service in all categories. We do have 24-hour in-suite dining, unlimited champagne, wine, spirits, and soft drinks. Your specialty dining at Umi Uma and Osteria de Video are included. Turn down service, and I think the other big thing to point out is every suite has up to 4 devices that are included. So Starlink, standard Wi-Fi on up to 4 devices. So I like to imagine that I'm going to get to a place where I say I'm going to completely disconnect and I'm going to go device free, but I am a few years away from that. So having 4 devices that I can log on to is really special. And then for our guests who are at a place in their life where they are able to disconnect and they want to go device free, we have tablets in suite that allow you to check the daily news, to make your specialty dining reservations and your spa appointments, because who doesn't love a good spa experience? And so I just wanted to share a little bit more about our dining. And I don't know, for me, I love to see food and hear about it at the same time. So, Ted and I are filming now. It's around dinner time. So Ted, I'm sorry. This video may make you hungry, but it's definitely worth a watch.
Oh, that's okay.
The food is outstanding.
The food stands out here. It is amazing.
The restaurants are beautiful.
The service is elegant, dedicated. They are happy to serve you. We cover the entire world in flavors. We have 11 different dining options. We have a new authentic Italian restaurant. It's called the Osteria do Video, and we partnered with a Shelley star chef from southern Italy.
One of the philosophies is we don't go eating, we go dining.
Umiuma is Nobu Matsuhisa's only seagoing restaurant.
Good food, good service, and good atmosphere. So this is my key line.
Waterside is our fine dining restaurant. Our menu changes daily. Ride and Grill is a casual menu, from burgers to wraps to salads. Marketplace is our buffet restaurant. It is a buffet, but everything is cooked fresh.
Great atmosphere that delivers the best possible experience on board.
So Ted, next time you're on board, I owe you dinner for you having to sit through that.
All right. That's lovely.
Yes. So as I mentioned before, DNA, heart and soul of our ship is our crew. And one of the quotes that I heard a guest say, and I said I will put it in every presentation and I will use it over and over again because it's exactly how I felt. You are treated like royalty, but it feels like family. And it's quite special, that experience. And I think the other thing that's lovely is every time you hear someone speak about Crystal, their story is different, but what is the same is the way that they felt, the way that experience left them feeling and what they walked away with. So we call those moments being crystallized. So I look forward to everyone having that opportunity. I think we all deserve it. And so just to look at our current portfolio of rooms, we do start with a single guest room with ocean view, and I position it as single. It is also a double. They are the exact same room, but we have a remarkable solo program. So in this category of room, we do have 16 rooms on every voyage that are the same size as our double guest rooms that we allow our solo guests to book with a 0 single supplement. So we have a huge solo following and we want to keep them happy. We love having them on board. And so this is a category of room that is a very popular category for us. So you definitely want to, if you are a solo guest, usually the booking window is about 12 to 16 months. So you want to reach out to Ted and Shelley as soon as you know when you're ready to go so that they can help you secure that solo room at a zero supplement. Then we move into our double guest veranda room, which is identical to the double ocean view room, just with the veranda. And then we have our lead-in suite, which is our aquamarine veranda suite. It is an all-encompassing suite, so your vanity, dressing area, walk-in closet, all-in suite with a veranda. And then our sapphire veranda suite, which is my personal favorite, is our suite that has a separate bedroom. So if you look at our double guest veranda suite, and then you double that room, you'll realize it's the exact double square footage. So what we did during the refurbishment is we removed the walls and we used 2 regular rooms to make this expansive suite. So 430 square feet. It is the first suite that you can have an in-suite cocktail party at no additional charge. So your butler will take care of that for you. You can have champagne and hors d'oeuvres. I always say you can invite your friends over that you came on board with, or the new friends that you meet while you're having a drink at Crystal Cove. Really a beautiful room, walk-in closet, a walk-in shower, double sink, absolutely lovely. And then we move into our junior crystal penthouse suite. And what I really love about this is I grew up 6 girls, 1 house, 1 bathroom for a long time. So what I really love about the junior penthouse suite is that you have a half bathroom in addition to your full bathroom, which is also true for our crystal penthouse suite. In these 2 top tiers, you do have complimentary unlimited laundry. You are able to have in-suite specialty dining, unlimited specialty dining. You do have, upon request, arrival transfers, and your butler or the concierge will meet you in the port and walk you on board to your suite and learn all about how they can personalize your experience for it to be the best on Crystal. So an amazing portfolio of rooms. And again, look for the Crystal Grace because we are introducing new suite categories on the Grace. So a lot to look for there. Sorry, entertainment.
The choice at Crystal for entertainment is second to none.
People come because they want to be a part of something that's different and unique, and I think Crystal offers something that's different and unique.
Guests have the opportunity to see 2 different shows on one evening, and that just doesn't happen with our competitors.
Anything and everything you want entertainment-wise, you got it right here.
Those special evenings where there's so much happening on boards. I love that about Crystal, what we offer. It's exciting.
Every kind of activity you can imagine. That's what Crystal is known for. We have arts and crafts. We have wine tasting.
We have bridge lectures. We have dance instructors. We have a PGA certified golf professional. We have health and wellness, yoga classes, Pilates. So we want to offer a lot of choice and variety for our guests.
Fun, excitement, and great cruising.
The entertain. I mean, I said it was the unsung hero. It was excited to jump ahead of me and present itself. So we do also have, as I mentioned earlier, extremely loyal guests. And when we came back to service in early 24, we came back without a casino. And we thought that that was the right fit for Crystal. And we got feedback and we realized that maybe we were short-sighted there. But what makes Crystal incredible is that we listen to feedback and we correct very quickly. So in late 2024, we partnered with Casino de Monte Carlo. So anyone that's a James Bond fan, you're familiar with that casino. And so we have this remarkable partnership. I love to think of our casinos as an amenity. It's not a huge casino like what you would see on some of the premium lines, but it is a perfectly situated and sized casino for our ships. And then just to review some of our great opportunities that you're able to book with Ted and Shelley, we are returning to Alaska in 2026, our first season back in Alaska with New Crystal. And we do Australia, New Zealand next year. So if you look at the map, we are in Alaska, Australia, New Zealand, and just about everywhere in between. So these two sisters are just crossing the globe, and we are chasing the sun. We're everywhere you want to be when you want to be there. We are in Monaco for the Grand Prix. We are in Rio for Carnival. So really, we do incredible wellness cruises around the coast of Africa. So really providing something for everyone. I look at the itineraries every day. I don't know when I'm ever going to find the time to be able to check them all off of my bucket list, but it sure makes me happy to dream about all the trips that I'll take. So just high level sneak peek of what 2026 looks like, where we'll be during each month. Our world cruise in 26 starts in Los Angeles, and so doing the South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, ending in Dubai. And then our Crystal Symphony will do wellness cruises in the beginning of the year. Going into Southeast Asia, we have an almost sold out Asia season. Japan was so popular this year. I believe we have one itinerary that still has limited availability. And then again in Alaska, and then doing North America or Canada, New England during the fall foliage, which is just an absolutely beautiful experience for anyone who hasn't done it yet. And just some of the highlight voyages I go through. So this is Camille dreaming about where she wants to go in 2026. So our Tokyo sailing that I mentioned is still available. We have an incredible Vancouver to Seward itinerary. And then for our guests who like to stay domestic, a really nice 9-night round trip Fort Lauderdale itinerary. So also my 2027, I am really wanting to get to Iceland. So everyone keep your fingers crossed for me. I'll get there in 27. We have this great itinerary from Reykjavik to Liverpool. And then I always like to put in, I feel like it's such a end of year reset trip to be able to go out of Fort Lauderdale, do 7 or 9 nights in the Caribbean, light, easy, stay on board and just receive the best service possible. So just some thoughts for your travels. And right now we are running our Save and Upgrade promotion. So this allows you to upgrade to one meta category, and it gives you 1 night pre or post and a complimentary one-way transfer. If your time is accounted for and you don't want that pre or post, what we do is in lieu of that, we give you $250 of shipboard credit per person. And then if it is your first time cruising with Crystal, we also give you a welcome aboard offer of 5% off. So this is our offer until December 14th. And I'm not going to give away any more secrets. You have to reach out to Ted, but we do have our wave offer that's going to be announced on the 15th of December. So Ted, be ready because it's a great offer and I'm sure you'll receive a lot of calls for that. So I just want to thank you. I'm so grateful for your time, for allowing me to speak about a brand that I am extremely passionate about a crew that I'm inspired by every time I have an interaction with them, and to be able to partner with incredible advisors like Ted and Shelley. So I really appreciate the opportunity.
Wow, thank you very much.
Yeah, it really does.
Anyway, I wanted to thank you for getting with me today. I know we've been chasing each other down to make this happen, but it's definitely worthwhile. So I'm going to, obviously I'm going to record this, and we're going to be playing it tomorrow for our people. And we'll also be you'll be able to watch this on YouTube and our Cruising with Ted channel, etc. Okay?
Ted, all the best to you for the new year. I am so honored to be partnered with you, and I know that we will continue to do incredible things. Thank you.
Okay. Next time we'll be sitting out on the deck with our feet up, drinking. What's your favorite drink?
I like a French 75.
A fresh. Okay, that's what we got. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Your next Crystal Cruises adventure awaits. Luxury, personalized service, and memories that last a lifetime. Contact Ted and Shelley today and start planning your extraordinary voyage.